Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing about the interior of the heart. So I am holding the heart in anatomical position. This is the apex of the heart. This is the right border of the heart. This is the left surface of the heart. This is the sternocostal surface of the heart. This is the base of the heart, and this is the diaphragmatic surface of the heart. This one is the right atria. This one on the base of the heart we see the left atria. This is the right ventricle, and this one is the left ventricle. Now coming to the right atria. The right atrium is the right upper chamber of the heart. So this one is the right atrium. Then it forms the right border part of the upper border, the sternocostal surface, and the base of the heart. So to see the interior of the heart, we have to cut open it. I am keeping it. So to see the interior of the heart, we have to cut open the right atria. Cut along the upper edge of the right auricle by an incision from the anterior end of the superior vena cava to the left side. Similarly, cut along its lower end, incision extending from the anterior end of the vena cava opening to the left side, inferior vena cava opening to the left side. So now I am retracting the cut ends, which were given along the anterior surface of the superior vena cava opening and anterior surface of the inferior vena cava opening. So as we can see inside the right atria, it has got two surfaces, the smooth posterior surface and the rough anterior surface. So it is clear here. This surface is smooth and it is posterior surface. This surface is rough. See, and this is the anterior surface. So the smooth posterior part, also known as sinus venerum, it is developmentally derived from the right horn of the sinus venosus. Superior vena cava opening at its open at the upper end, inferior vena cava open at the lower end, and it is the inferior vena cava opening is guarded by a eustachian wall. So this is the inferior vena cava opening, and it is guarded by a eustachian wall. So this one is the eustachian wall. Then I will show you the coronary sinus. The coronary sinus. This one is the coronary sinus. Okay, so the coronary sinus opens between the opening of the inferior vena cava and the right atrioventricular orifice. This one is the right atrioventricular orifice. This is the coronary sinus, and this is the opening of the inferior vena cava. This opening is guarded by the Thebetian wall. This opening, the coronary sinus opening, is guarded by a Thebetian wall. Now coming to the rough anterior part. So this one is the rough anterior part. It is also known as the pectinate part. Developmentally, it is derived from the primitive atrial chamber, and it has transverse muscular ridges. So as you can see, the transverse muscular ridges, these are the transverse muscular ridges. These are known as musculi pectinate. They arise from the crista terminalis. This part is the crista terminalis, and it gives a toothed comb-like appearance. So this musculi pectinate gives appear as toothed comb. Crista terminalis corresponds to the sulcus terminalis, which we can see from the outer surface of the heart. So on the outer surface of the heart, it is sulcus terminalis, and from inside it is the crista terminalis. Now coming to the interatrial septum. The interatrial septum is between the right and left atria. As I have mentioned earlier, this one is the right atria and this one is the left atria. This. So between these two is the interatrial septum. It has got fossa ovalis. This one is the fossa ovalis, which is a saucer-shaped depression. This is the fossa ovalis, a saucer-shaped depression, and is developmentally derived from the septum primum and septum secundum. it has got a prominent margin. This is the prominent margin, which is the annulus ovalis, also known as limbus fossa ovalis. Atrium and pumps it to the lung through the pulmonary trunk. It forms the inferior border and the 2/3 part of the sternocostal surface of the heart and 1/3 part of the inferior surface of the heart. So it forms the inferior border, 1/3 part of the inferior surface and the 2/3 part of the sternocostal surface of the heart. To cut open it, we have to incise along the atrioventricular margin, atrioventricular groove. So on exposing the flap, we could see the interior of the right ventricle. So it has got two orifices, the right atrioventricular or the tricuspid orifice and the pulmonary orifice. So this one is the right atrioventricular orifice, which has the tricuspid wall. So this is the tricuspid wall, and this is the pulmonary orifice, and it has got the pulmonary wall. This one is the pulmonary wall. Okay, so there is papillary muscle present in the right ventricle. The papillary muscle is connected to the cusp of the valve by the chordae tendineae. So the chordae tendineae connects the papillary muscle to the cusp. There are three papillary muscles. First one is the anterior. This one is the posterior or the inferior, and this one is the septum. So these are attached to the corresponding cusp of the right ventricle. There is presence of interventricular septum between the right and left ventricle. So that was all about the interior of the heart. Thank you.